Willson Contreras with a hit in the All-Star game last night. He's made some headlines over the last couple of days. His participation in the Home Run Derby, and also whether or not he wants to stay with the Boston Red Sox, which the only time I wanted to trade Willson Contreras, because he has another year on his deal plus an option after that, so team control for 2 more years beyond this one, is when the Red Sox were, I don't know how many games under 500, 13, 14 under 500, and 6.5 out of the wild card. I'm like, all right, well, between that and maybe a lockout next year, see what you can get for Willson Contreras. But overall, he's been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And, Cotillo tweeted this out yesterday. Willson Contreras says he went to the Red Sox and told them he would not be willing to waive his no-trade clause. He wants to finish his career in Boston, and he joked that he got out ahead of the potential rumors by making his stance clear. So, oh, wow. He went to Breslow and said, I'm not waiving my no-trade clause. I'm here. I want to finish my career here. That's pretty definitive.
Yeah.
Bradfo went back to Contreras after the fact at the All-Star game in Philly last night. And let's just hear that again if we could, Nick. If I could just hear that full exchange between Willson Contreras, Bradfo, other reporters after he said this to Cotillo. And let's see if it's really that definitive.
Tell them, said, don't bother talking about a trade involving me because my plan is to stay here. That would be accurate?
Kinda, if you ask me, but...
Okay. Stop.
Kinda. He's like, don't put words in my mouth.
Yeah,
kinda.
You can go,
Yeah. More or less. Yeah, about that. Yeah, right around there. So anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt, but kinda is how he starts.
Kinda.
Involving me because my plan is to stay here. That would be accurate?
Kinda, if you ask me, but
okay.
I mean, I didn't say don't ask for trade. I was like, I told him like I would trade something to stay here. That's what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like it here. Like I said, I like it here. I like Boston. I think a great place to play, and it's not easy to get traded again. So I think I found my family here.
I think I found my family here.
Yeah.
So look, he said
It's
nice
not easy
things
to get traded. So
he said nice things about Boston.
Yeah.
And I bet he wants to stay.
Yeah.
I think if he got traded and it was to somewhere he wanted to go, I don't think he's refusing to waive his no trade clause. I think something got missed there, or he said it and then it got out and he's like, I'm gonna tamp this down.
yeah.
But I don't think if the Red Sox try to trade him, which I'm against,
Right.
I don't think he's going to shut it down based on that answer to Bradfo.
But if he was 6 games out of a playoff spot and like some team that's in the playoffs comes calling.
I wouldn't
If
blame
the
him.
Brewers called and they're like, hey, do you want to play with your brother? You don't think he would leave?
I wouldn't blame him at all. I'm just saying yesterday, the way this was presented was he will not leave Boston. He wants to stay. He does not want to play anywhere else. And I would tell you on the follow-up, and maybe he did say that to Cotillo and a group of reporters, but on his follow-up, which we can actually hear,
yeah.
that's not what it sounded like at all.
And so he's under contract for next year, and then there is a team option for 28. And so I understand.
It's a team option.
Team option.
Okay, so that's good because the gray one is mutual. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. So Gray seems way more likely to be gone. That's why people are saying like at the trade deadline that one.
Get something for him.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and like so Willson Contreras, I think similar to the way I viewed this team, I was like a month ago, I was saying he's good and he's been helpful, which means I think you could get a lot for him. He's playing Gold Glove first base. He's been in the playoffs before. He's won a World Series. He's having his best year at the plate. So if you could get overwhelmed, I would do it. But just like now, I think the team is in the mix and should be a buyer. Obviously, I'm keeping Willson Contreras, and hopefully he is on the team for the next couple of years. Now, I don't know if he's going to be as productive. Like, this is the first time he's been this good ever. Is it just Fenway Park? Like, I don't know.
Because I understand somebody saying, and I disagree with it, but I understand it. Well, the Red Sox should sell high. He's never been this good before. He may never be this good again. Right. He's 34. This is your chance to really get something for him. Oh, by the way, there's a lockout next year. I care much less about the lockout if I think the Red Sox have a chance to make the World Series this year.
Yeah, you got to go all in. It might be the last World Series ever.
In fact, it might make it easier to operate if you're Craig Breslow at the trade deadline. Maybe there are a lot of teams being like, well, we're on the fringes of the playoffs, but there's a lockout next year. My owner's telling me sell everything I have to, and maybe Henry would be in that group too.
Yeah.
But the buyers, it might actually make it easier to buy at the deadline. So I understand someone saying, cash in that chip, sell high. But I now wonder too, Keefe, is this an outlier season for him? Or,
I think
does some of their modeling work and understand the fit at Fenway Park? And maybe they've unlocked something he couldn't do in some of his other stops.
I mean, last season he had 20 home runs for the year. He has 20 home runs right now. His career high is 24. And this is a guy who's been a multiple-time All-Star. So, yeah, it is his best season that he's had. But you're right. Maybe there is something with Fenway. Also, I wonder, he's 34. You know, how many more years is he going to be at this level? Counter to that, though, would be he's overproducing his contract. If you look around the league, like I'm sure there's different lists out there, like best value versus worst value, right? Like you look at a guy, you know, that's making $35 million and has half the production, or somebody like Contreras who makes, I think, like $18 million and has this type of production, and he's on a short-term deal, but there's like team control there. Another reason why, like, John Henry wouldn't want to get rid of this guy. He'd be like, Brezzo, like, are we going to be able to do better at that price than this guy right now? And going into the next season, if there is a season, fingers crossed, and then even the year after that.
Do you have any issue with Contreras playing in the All-Star game and doing the home run derby when he is out there? I don't know if you caught any of this last night. He is out there like grimacing in the field on that ankle of his.
Yeah, but he was so good in the home run derby. It made me feel a little bit better.
It makes me think there's no real issue going on, but he is like grimacing around out there on the field,
weird.
and it's like
he's also currently suspended, which is funny. I thought you were going to say that, but like no, more for the team. It is more about like, are you 100%? Are you good to go?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
softball rules, they have to throw him BP style, and he doesn't have to run around the bases.
Are you thinking this is going to be like Kemba Walker, where Kemba Walker's like, oh, my knee hurts, but I'm going to grind in the All-Star game?
I don't know. I mean, I was already a little worried about him participating in the home run derby because that's effed up some guys' swings.
Yeah.
And like after watching it, you saw the difference in how Jordan Walker approached it and how Willson Contreras approached it.
Yeah.
Willson Contreras is swinging out of his ass, 490, like trying to hit it as far as he can and put on a show, which I appreciate. It's why I'm tuned into the home run derby, not just little lollipop home runs that Jordan Walker was hitting. Bloop, and look, that probably helped him win, and it was maybe a smart plan. But
good
like
strategy.
Contreras put on a show.
Yeah.
So I am a little worried about how he's going to come out of the All-Star break. He's suspended for the first game. Then he's back for the nightcap against Tampa. Does the derby F up his swing, and did playing through an injury help? I mean, I'm a little nervous about that. But overall, to answer my own question, I don't have a big issue with it.
No, I don't either. I also think if the ankle is kind of barking at him a little bit, you can DH him. Now, I know he's great in the field, and we give him a gold glove and all that stuff, but like you can DH him for a few of these games and kind of like ease him into the way the season's going. It's funny, like it probably shouldn't have given me any cause for concern, but the one thing that jumped out to me was when he was getting ready for the semifinal. And so he already puts on a show right in the first go. And you're like, oh, he was really good. He hit a lot of home runs, and he was like he's really attacking this thing. Then they cut to him in the batting cages, like full sweat, taking more swings. Like, oh my God.
Like, he is really getting after it.
Like, this is way more like energy is being used than I kind of anticipated.
Yeah.
But
no, he got into it. I mean, he took it seriously, which I give him credit for. He didn't go half in on that. Bunch of texts.
I never do.
No, well, not intentionally. Yeah, text line. They need to sell high on all three of their middle-aged overperformers. So I'm guessing that's Gray, Chapman, and Contreras.
Yeah, but Chapman, you think he's overperforming? He was even better last year.
He's also not middle-aged. He's just old.
No, he's old guy. Yeah, he's an old guy.
It's mismanagement. If they don't, they can still add. Oh, so this guy wants them to buy and sell.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
See, that's the path. That's
Nick, that's Nick texting in.
Yeah, but like if you're prioritizing this year, and I think more people are now after this run than they were certainly before.
They're a half game out.
Then keep those guys. Those are the kind of guys. So if other teams want to buy those guys, wouldn't you, in a playoff position, want to keep those guys?
One would think. Yeah. Text line: Jones is on some drugs.
Yeah, he is.
If he thinks
get him tested.
If he thinks the team can sniff a World Series,
the guy is drunk.
They can sniff one. Oh, they can get a good sniff on one.
I think they can sniff a World Series just like every other team in the American League can.
Right.
And that's not making a case for the Red Sox. That's making a case
by the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's making a case against the American League.
Yeah.
Get in, and I think any of these teams can go on a run. Tampa is like by far
they get a good sniff.
The best record.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that team whatsoever.
No.
And that's not just about their track record in the postseason. That's about their roster. What?
Last night?
Oh, Caminero?
Caminero gets drilled by a pitch. First of all, that guy, get him out of the All-Star game. Not Caminero.
Whoever hit him, yeah.
The All-Star game. What are you, Pete Rose? Like, you don't have to throw it up and in the All-Star game.
I want him to take it seriously.
Not that seriously.
No, that was too serious.
So he drills Caminero. The first thing I thought is, Sox might win the division.
Season of destiny.
If this guy
my first thought was, there goes the dong pool.
Wow.
Oh.
That's all right. You mean second place in the dong
Yeah, second
Yeah,
place is
oh,
out.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of over.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty much
but-
done at this point.
But don't you kind of feel? Was there an update this morning on him or not?
yeah,
but
X-rays were negative.
Do you think he plays all 4 of the games against the Red Sox right out of the break?
Good question.
Like he may not. They might.
He
not.
better. He hits good at Fenway.
All right, calm down.
X-rays were negative,
All right,
although
but he just
he's going to undergo further evaluation
Did
and,
you see
and
him?
treatment. Yeah.
he got drilled in the hand, and then he's laying cheeks first into the like the dirt. He's like laying down,
If he
and
misses
then he sprints into the dugout.
if he misses the series, Keefe, season of destiny for the Red Sox is
Destiny.
back.
That's what I thought.
It is back in play.
Wow.
617.
No cheeks.
779.
His face just like stuffed into the ground. Like, what is he doing?
793.7. Willson Contreras, are we sure he wants to stay in Boston based on how he answered that question to Bradfo